is the most necessary to succeed in business? Taking consistent action. In the words of Dwayne Johnson, success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. And consistent hard work leads to success. But I'm going to be honest with you. As a busy mompreneur to two adult children with special needs, still living at home, being consistent can be challenging at times, especially when life happens. Can you relate? Drop me a heart, send me some love if you can relate. Say hi to me if you're here live, hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. And if you can relate, you definitely want to stick around because I've learned a lot over the years. And today I'm sharing the strategies that make it easier to be consistent and take that consistent action in your business. So we've all heard it before. Consistency is the secret of success. And James Clear really drives this point home in his book, Atomic Habits. He shares his personal story about how when he was hit in the face by a baseball bat when he was playing high school baseball, and he talks about his miraculous recovery and rehabilitation through his daily training regimen. And 6 years later, he was actually selected as a top male athlete as at his university. So Clear attributes his miraculous comeback to the power of atomic habits. And this is why he believes that success is the product of daily habits. And I think he calls them atomic because even though they're small, they're so powerful. And Clear believes that it's easy to accomplish goals through consistent habits because productivity compounds. You can get where you want to be by focusing on daily habits and just getting 1% better each day. And he's done the math. If we get just 1% better each day, we'll have 37 times better results by the end of the year. So who doesn't want that, right? I love to use atomic habits in my business. As a busy mompreneur to two adult children with special needs, I needed to figure out how to be more productive and how to get more done in less time. So my first tip for achieving consistency is to use the power of atomic habits to get things done faster. And I have learned to apply his concept of habit stacking. So, what you want to do is stack one habit on top of another, right? So, I've identified the tasks that I want to do every day in my business and I've created a checklist. I've noticed that I get through my checklist a lot faster and I'm a lot more productive now that I have a checklist because when I sit down at my desk, I'm not wondering what I should do, right? I know exactly what to do as soon as and what to do next, right? And being consistent with income producing activities is what will make you more money in your business. There are three activities that I am committed to doing every day to move my business forward. And those are connecting with people, nurturing my audience and sharing my unique value, and making offers to help. Success in business is all about building relationships, right? And sharing your unique value because the value that we put out into the world will be returned to us in monetary form. And this is what I learned from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and from the Life Coach School when I was certified as a mindset coach. I have to be honest though. The reason why I picked up this book was because I kept telling myself, I don't have time for what I want to do in my business. With the two kids at home and multiple appointments every week, I was finding it challenging to get everything done. Until one day, I realized that making money in business is actually not about time, And it's not actually about me. It's about serving my audience and sharing my value, because ultimately, the amount of value that we make is a reflection of, the amount of money that we make is a reflection of the amount of value that we share. So if we want consistent revenue, we need to be sharing our value consistently. We can have all the strategy in the world, but if we don't have the mindset, we don't do the strategy. When you coach with me, you get the strategy and the mindset to get things done. So I developed my own time prioritization system in 2020 when we decided to keep my daughter home through the pandemic until she got her vaccine, because I had to really figure out like how I was going to prioritize my health, my business, and my family, and keep my sanity at the same time, right? And so I came up with this time prioritization system so that I could make time for all of the most important life zones. So, my second tip for achieving consistent success in your business is to decide what your action plan is and then create and schedule time for those activities. So, I strongly recommend the weekly scheduling. Yes, you have to schedule time for the weekly scheduling, but I promise you it is totally worth it, because you will save a ton of time in the long run, because you won't be wasting time wondering what to do at any given moment. And you won't be so easily distracted by all the things that come up during the course of a day, right? This is how you can make time for what you want to accomplish in your life and business. And you also have to be aware of your mindset. This is because our thoughts create our results. So if you're telling yourself that you don't have time, that will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. In order to get more visible with our value, we need to push outside of our comfort zone, which leads me to my third tip for achieving consistency is to get over your perfectionism. Done is better than perfect. So, I had a social media coach that challenged us to post 3 times per day. And she wanted us to have fun too, right? And I really didn't know how, because I was having a hard time posting 3 times per day because I wanted my post to be super valuable. And so I reached out to her for help, and she called me out on my perfectionism. She said the whole point of the challenge was to get in the habit of posting consistently. So if we are stuck in perfectionism, we won't be getting out our value consistently. So if you have a hard time with consistency, watch out for perfectionism. That might be what's getting in your way. More important than being perfect is having people know, like, and trust you, right? And so don't be afraid to share about yourself and your personal life and how you help people. And I believe that each person has their own unique value to offer the world. So you can easily differentiate yourself from others just by being your authentic self. But your perfectionism will stop you from putting your value out into the world. And this is how we make money. So develop your action plan. Every day you want to deliver value to your audience and make offers to help. If you're not following your action plan, ask yourself, why not? Is it perfectionism? Because that will stop you from getting more visible with your value. Is it a fear of feeling salesy? Because that will stop you from making more offers. So I worked with a client who thought that by talking about her products on social media that she would be salesy. So she was afraid that people wouldn't trust her, and that fear prevented her from talking about her products on social media. And her result was that she wasn't selling her products on social media. Do you see how directly our thoughts create our results? Through the mindset coaching, I helped her find another thought that would empower her to share her products with the world because she actually believed that her nutritional products could change lives. And she always leads with her value because that's what we do, right? And now she is killing it in social media. She is more visible than ever, and she's been selling her products on Instagram and Facebook, and she has learned to push past her fears and get out of her comfort zone. And this is what it takes, right? This is why mindset is so important, because we have to get out of our comfort zones, get over our perfectionism, and increasingly, consistently put our value out into the world. And this is what I help my clients do every day. I help my clients shift their mindset and break through their limiting beliefs so that they can step out of their comfort zones and get more visible with their value consistently. So when you coach with me, you will develop a focused action plan for those income producing activities that will drive revenue. You will master my time prioritization system so that you can make time for the most important activities in your life and business. And you will learn the strategy to double your business with a steady stream of your best clients. If you are ready to commit to taking consistent action so that you finally get the results that you want in your business, I invite you to schedule a complimentary strategy call. And I will leave that link in the comments. So I look forward to helping you get more consistent, get more visible with your value so that you can create that consistent revenue in your business and see the success that you deserve.